Installation and commissioning of the Elli Charger 2. In this segment, you will find information on how to install, commission, decommission, and disassemble the Elli Charger 2. You will also find information on technical specifications, delivery contents, and installation requirements. The following list describes the scope of delivery of the Elli Charger 2. It contains the main unit with a charger cable attached, the unit cover, the decorative frame, the installation instructions, the drilling template, installation materials, an RFID card, and the access data card. Please store the access data card carefully. You will need it to reinstall the Elli Charger 2 after a reset to factory settings. The Elli Charger 2 is available in 4 model variants. There is also a choice of Volkswagen, Cupra, and Skoda branded versions. The entry-level Connect models offer 11 kilowatts charging power. The Elli Charger Connect 22 kilowatt charges with up to 22 kilowatts. The Elli Charger Pro 22 kilowatts adds an MID-compliant energy meter and an LTE module to the feature list. The Elli Charger Pro iCorrect 22 is equipped with a calibration law-compliant energy meter, LTE, and a charging cable with a length of 7.5 meters. The cable itself is available for all variants. The Elli Charger 2 charges in up to 3 phases in a range of 6 to 16 or 32 amps. Please take note of the temperature ranges approved for the operation. Those may vary between model variants and specific markets. You can find the complete technical data of Elli Charger 2 in the download area of the Elli homepage or with this displayed QR code. Before you begin, please note that the wall box installation should only be performed by a certified professional. Select a suitable location to install the wall box. It should be protected from weather and direct sunlight. The wall must be able to support at least 40 kilograms. The Elli Charger 2 offers 2 options to install the power cable. It can be inserted from the bottom or from the back. To install the Elli Charger 2, you will need the tools displayed here. Identify the exact version of the Elli Charger 2 from the type plate on the housing. Observe the values given below for the mains connection. Decide on the type of cable feed and prepare the Elli Charger 2 accordingly. To supply power from below, fit the cable glands from the outside inwards, ensuring the O-ring seal is in place. Close the rear enclosure openings not used with blanking plugs. Strip the infrastructure cable for a length of 12 centimeters. To insert the power cable from the rear, install the cable glands from the inside out. Insert a sealing ring into the cable gland and seal the openings on the bottom of the enclosure with blanking plugs. If the cable is run behind the base unit, place the supplied spacers between the wall and the wall box. This will prevent the cable from being pinched. Align the drilling template to the wall using the spirit level and mark 4 fixing holes. For cable entry from the rear, feed the infrastructure cable through the right-hand hole in the template. Drill mounting holes in the wall as marked. Insert the wall plugs. Place washers on the mounting screws. If applicable, pass the Ethernet cable with the RJ45 connector through the slotted seal kit of the cable gland. Mount the base using the 4 screws and rubber gaskets. Tighten the screws. If you are feeding the cable from the bottom, feed it through the cable gland on the bottom. You can also feed an Ethernet cable through the slotted seal kit of the cable gland here. Select the seal ring in accordance with the cable diameter. To connect the infrastructure cable, use either stranded wire or solid conductors. Strip the wires to a length of 10 to 12 millimeters. For 22 kilowatts Elli Charger 2 models, strip 18 to 20 millimeters of insulation. Arrange the connectors as shown and insert them into the terminals. Tighten the cable gland sufficiently to ensure water and dust tightness and to prevent accidental disconnection. The Elli Charger 2 has a Wi-Fi interface, an RJ45 socket with eBus compatibility for Ethernet, and an RS485 interface for the Modbus standard. Use the RJ45 connector on the internal board to connect the Ethernet cable. For a Modbus connection, strip about 5 mm of insulation from a suitable cable and connect it to the supplied screw terminal. Then plug it into the appropriate port on the internal board. Attach the cover by hanging it over the two hooks at the top of the main unit. Then fold it down and clamp it in place. Finally, tighten the screws. Do not install the decorative panel until the wall box has been completely installed and successfully tested. To put the Elli Charger 2 into operation, follow these steps. Switch on the power supply. After the self-test, the Elli Charger 2's blue pulsating LEDs indicate readiness for configuration. The Elli Charger 2 generates its own Wi-Fi signal. Scan the QR code on the access card to connect your tablet or smartphone to the wall box. If this fails, or if you are using a laptop, connect manually. The SSID and password for the network can be found on the access data card. Enter the host name in the address bar of your web browser or scan the second QR code on the access card. We recommend using the Google Chrome browser. There are two different user roles to control the Elli Charger 2. In the Service User profile, extensive rights are available for configuration. Log into the wall box configuration using the Service User login data provided. Follow the instructions displayed in the browser. Configure the maximum current carrying capacity and the number of phases connected. Note that these settings can only be changed after a factory reset. After the initial configuration, disable the OCPP option in the browser-based wallbox configuration and enable instant charging. Test the charging function. Enable OCPP again when the charging check is complete. To connect the Elli Charger 2 to an existing Wi-Fi network, select the Connections tab in the wallbox configuration, then choose Wi-Fi. Activate the Wi-Fi functionality and select the desired network. Then enter the network key. To connect the wallbox to an invisible network, you can enter the SSID manually in the field on the right side of the screen. The Connections tab also allows you to enable, disable, and configure a hotspot and an LTE connection if applicable. When the onboarding process is complete, log off from the Service User account. You can now register the standard user profile for day-to-day operation of the wall box. To do this, select the Standard User role in the Login view and enter the password. It can be found on the access data card. Please note, after 5 incorrect entries, there is a waiting time before you can log in again. When logging in for the first time as a standard user, the disclaimer and the information on the use of personal data must be accepted. After successful login, the Wallbox Configurations Index page is displayed, showing the most important operating statuses and readings in a compact format. For the daily operation of the Wallbox, we recommend using the Elli Charging app. After installation, a commissioning protocol must be completed and given to the customer. The protocol can be found in the download area of the Elli homepage or via the displayed QR code. Make sure that both the installer and the customer sign the protocol. In the download area, you will also find additional documents such as user manuals and datasheets in various languages. Once you have successfully tested the charging function, you can click the decorative frame onto the unit and make any further settings via the Wallbox configuration or the app. To decommission the Elli Charger 2, first reset it to factory settings using the wall box configuration. This will erase all personal data. Disconnect the Elli Charger 2 from the power supply and secure it against being switched on again. Check that there is no voltage. Insert a plastic card between the decorative panel and the base. Release the hooks from the side toward the top. Be careful not to damage the plastic card. Unscrew the 10 screws and remove the cover. Remove the power cord wires from the terminals. Finally, unscrew the base unit from the wall. You can now store or dispose of it.